Good morning, brothers and sisters. How are you guys doing this fine April 7th of 2022? Hope our Creator is keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. Please make sure to hit that like button, share this across other platforms, and subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the Solar Wolf Show. Today, guess what? It was pretty quiet yesterday, wasn't it? As we wake up, April 6th just kind of passed by quite quietly, really, which was kind of contrary to the predictions of the CME strike and the geomagnetic storm that they were predicting. However, there is some confidence, though, that the CME is still coming. NOAA forecasters actually are expecting the glancing blow today, possibly sparking a G1 class geomagnetic storm. Well, let's take a look at what we got going on. As we come here to Space Weather Prediction Center.noaa.gov onto their main page and we scroll ourselves on down. Oh, look, poor Cube. How you doing, buddy? We're going to scroll ourselves on down, and really, right now, we're just at a little KP index of a 4. This is for today, so if this is the most that we get, that's pretty weak. And it actually, it's kind of funny, but it actually looks like there's a competition going on between Enlil from NOAA's prediction, or Space Weather Prediction Center, and from Euphoria, which is European Space Agency. Remember yesterday, European Space Agency was predicting that we're going to be getting that bugger about 75 centimeters cubed, which is extremely dense, at 8 in the morning, UTC time. So that would have been 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is my time. So that's what their prediction was. But I think they were off. If we come over and we actually check out Enlil's here, if you look, it's actually gone for the 7th. Like, I don't know, in fact, they're not showing an impact here until the 11th. And, yeah, it's looking like about 22 centimeters cubed. So something must have lifted off of the sun recently. Let's go see what it was. And as we take a little stroll over here to ISWA, we're going to look through the SDO at 171 angstroms of light. And let's see what has happened. Let's see if there's any movement. Oh, there's some movement. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Is this that ribbon that I was talking about yesterday? Uh-oh. That's the one. Ooh, oh, look at this. If you look here, you can see the ribbon get ejected out into space right here. Watch this. See the movement? Oh, yeah. That came off the sun coming right at us. Well, how did that happen? What made that thing go loose? Can anybody remember? I mentioned it yesterday, and we were talking about solar winds, right? And that would be coming from, let's take a look at the 211. Okay, that would be coming from our coronal hole. Now, you see how this little bit of the sun started to come back together to almost like to close up the coronal hole? Remember what I was telling you guys about wind speed? Actually, we'll come on over here and look at it this way. You see this? This kind of makes it a little more obvious. When you have this thing coming in, I mean, it's like a hairdryer. If you got a hairdryer turned on, you put your hand in front of the hairdryer, you can deflect the air in which direction the air goes instead of it just coming straight out. So like this would be like a hand getting in the way of the hairdryer, pushing the wind in a different direction. And I think that's what happened. So let's come check it out over here, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. Watch her lip. Oh yeah, see it? Whoosh. Yep, there she goes. Oh, almost looks like we got a little canyon of fire there, doesn't it? Oh, quite lovely, actually. Yep. And that's exactly what happened. That the wind, the solar winds from that, pushed it off. Quite interesting, isn't it, folks? So yeah, we got some incoming from that. It looks like most of it went to the south of us, although I still think we're going to we might get a little tip from it. I don't think it's going to be enough to cause any major issues. In fact, I know it won't. It's a pretty small filament. I looked at it on the 304, and it's barely noticeable, and I do mean burly. So take a look at it here. Yeah, we do have a little canyon of fire here coming off. So little solar canyon of fire. Actually, if you look, this almost looks like an angry face, doesn't it? 2 eyes, and then the mouth like he's not very happy, and he just threw his lips off. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm a little silly sometimes. And we'll do a quick little check on my favorite overlay so that we can actually see a little bit more in depth and color variety so we can have a little bit better idea. Different angstroms of light overlaid is always a good thing in my opinion. You can always see a little bit more clearly, I think. Oh yeah, look at that eruption. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Definitely see that movement. We can even see it rolling around and kind of before it comes off there. You see it rolling and destabilizing itself. Right before she just kind of gets thrown off. And actually, it almost looks like there's an interaction. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Looks like there's an interaction between here and the solar winds, causing it to possibly even snap off. Yep, that's exactly what happened. The solar winds interacted with this little sunspot, and it flashed and caused the destabilization of it. Watch this, folks. Keep an eye on it. Floop, and there she goes. Oh, very cool. Now we're going to come on over here and we're going to look at stereo ahead on both of these. I'm not going to play them both at the same time. We'll play one at a time, but this is just regular old stereo ahead. Again, this is ahead of Earth. Earth is over here. Stereo behind is over here. And yes, these are two tic-tac type craft, and this is Mercury. This I have no idea. But we are going to look from yesterday, and we're going to see what we do. It looks like there's some Halo CMEs coming at stereo ahead, but nothing coming in our direction. And this is after that little filament release. So it looks like most of it, as expected, is going to kind of go south. So I don't think we're going to get much out of that. Let's go ahead and check over here with the running difference, the science beaker, and we'll take a look through this guy and see if, yeah, it looks like we're going to miss a lot of that plasma. So nothing to worry about, folks. We can come over here and check out spaceweather.com, and this is what we're looking at for our asteroids, near-Earth objects. Let's see, today's the 7th. This is the only guy who's about the same distance as the moon, only 5 meters. That'll burn up in the atmosphere. In fact, every single one of these would. And so there's really nothing to worry about. Just keep your eyes open, folks. No fear, and remember that love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.